Hey everybody, it's Dave. Welcome to Holiday for Two. And today I'm taking a trip down to Tucson to visit my dad. And we're going to take a little ride up to Oro Valley and look for a place up there that I found on Campendium. It's called Edwin Road. It also has another name on Campendium. I think they call it Rail X Dispersed Camp Area. It's state trust land, so I'll show you around and take a look at it. I've never been there, so I want to see if it's a place that I might want to go to in the future. Come along, I'll show you Edwin Road or Rail X Dispersed Camp Area in Oro Valley, Tucson. It's a beautiful day to get out and check out some new spots.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Eagle Crest Ranch, yep.
Well, where do you go? Over there?
Right there.
Oh.
I see what they mean when you... I saw somebody said when you get here, whoa, no turn signal. It's better to come from that direction than to try and do this turn if you've got a trailer with you. It's kind of a little bit of a sharp turn right there. All right. This is called Edwin Road. It goes off that direction right there.
Oh, good grief.
That's kind of a bump, but not too bad. And this is the sign that right at the entrance to Edwin Road State Trust Land area. Licensed hunting during season. Yeah, that's that state trust permit that I was talking about. It's $20. You can get it on the website. Rail X Ranch. That's what I was trying to think of. There's some see places over there. The better spot. There's a few places here by the poles. You can see some places back in there. There's somebody there with a motorhome pulled in. This is all state trust land, so you have to make sure you have a state trust land permit that you can stay here for a lot of little places off to the side. I can see where people can pull in. Been back here?
No.
No. Me either. The road isn't too bad.
No?
I think they graded it because they put the solar farm back here a little farther. And I think they probably widened it and graded it when they did that so they could get all the equipment back here.
What the hell's this?
Well, there's an old airstrip up that way, see?
Huh.
But yeah, you can pull off there and camp if you want. Back in there. Just don't get in the mud.
Oh God, that'd be a mess.
Yeah.
Ooh, yucky poo.
Wouldn't that be a mess? And then
No, thank you.
like this right here, somebody's already pulled off over there. That's not too bad.
I wonder how long they can stay here.
Well, according to the state trust, if you get a state trust permit, I think it's 14 days.
I wonder how the hell they keep track of it.
Well, that's it. Whether the sheriff comes out here and checks people or not, that I don't know. There's somebody over there, and wow, that's a big trailer pulled back. back in there.
Must have had some rain out here recently.
Yeah, it looks like it.
A lot of puddles of water.
There's supposed to be a little bigger spot up ahead, and I'm getting close to it, I think. That road there. Looks like oh, this is the solar farm. Okay. So I must have missed it back behind us somewhere. We are just exploring.
Never did figure out where it come from, but
Oh, look at that. There's snow up on the mountain there.
oh yeah.
And Mount
Sure
Lemon's got
is.
snow on the top from the last snowstorm.
How about that?
Wow, look at all the solar panels up there. See, there's places back here. I get a little muddy. I can go around that. People have been back here camping in this little area. Maybe I'll just pull over here and put my drone up.
Huh?
I'm going to put the drone up.
Oh.
Get an aerial shot. See what it looks like from the air. Right over here.
Whoops.
I'm just going to park right here.
Somewhere there's a...
Turn the air off. No wonder it's cold. This is called Edwin Road, or it's got another name. And I found this area north of Tucson in Oro Valley on Campendium. And this is a state trust land area. Look at the view of the Catalina mountains right there. Wow. It's quiet out here. A lot of little places you can pull in and park. And the road isn't too bad. But again, if I didn't say it already, it's a state trust land area. So you'll need to make sure you have a state trust permit. They run about $20. You can get it online when there's a $1 processing fee if you get it online. But this goes up a little ways and around. Kind of a big loop here. Actually, it comes around. We just pulled in here and parked. Got my dad with me. I wanted to see what this place looked like. So I'm going to go up and take a look from the air. But there's a solar farm up there. We just went by that. There's also a trailhead just a little farther where you can park and do hiking up into the Tortolitas over there. You can't see the Tortolitas right here because we've got a little hill. But when I get up in there, you'll see it. It's nice out here. It's quiet. The road's right over there. Edwin Road, but it has another name. There's a ranch out here. I think it's like Rock X Ranch or something like that. But what a view of the mountains. Let's see what it looks like up in the air. hope you found this helpful. If you want to find out more about where this is at and everything, I'll show you at the end of the video. Wait till the end of the video, and I'll put a little thing on here how to find Edwin Road, State Trust land, boondocking area. And beautiful view out here. So safe travels wherever you're going. Hope you found this helpful. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll catch you at the next one. Have a great day. Bye. What a view, though. Look at that. It's quiet. Hey everybody, it's Dave. Welcome back. I'm going to show you how to find the Edwin Road or Rail X Ranch Road dispersed camp area north of Tucson, near the little town of Catalina or Oro Valley. A lot of people use that interchangeably. It's about a half an hour's drive from downtown Tucson. You're going to go up what we call Catalina Highway, or Oracle Road turns into Catalina Highway up here, Highway 77. And if you took it on and just continued on, it would go up into Oracle and eventually go over into Mammoth and so on. It also would, there's a place here called Oracle Junction where it turns into the 79 and takes you up into Florence, and it's another way to get to Phoenix. So it's really kind of an accessible area. It is a little bit of a drive, but not too far from downtown Tucson. There's a lot of neat things to see out here. So if you happen to be out here, there's it doesn't show on the map, but there's what they call the Biosphere 2, which is up in this area. And that's kind of cool. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It's up in, just up to wait like you're going to go to Oracle right here. And you'll see signs for it. It's kind of in that little area where my arrow is. It's not showing up on the map, but that's where the Biosphere is. And I used to actually teach out in Oracle a long time ago for a couple of years, so that's how I'm familiar with it. But there's a lot of things to see. There's Catalina State Park. We just did a video on that one not too long ago. There's also another place out here on Tangerine Road, but I'm not too sure. I think they're doing some improvements on the road, so that area may not be accessible right now. I'm not quite sure. I know I drove through there recently, and they're doing some road improvements on Tangerine Road, like widening it. So just be aware of that. But this area is still open right up here. Let me zoom in a little bit and show you what it looks like as I get closer. All right, we're back. There's Catalina right there. This whole area is Catalina, the town of Catalina. And I'm not sure what the population is. I think it's probably about 3,500, 4,000 and growing. So there's a lot of areas up here like Saddlebrook, and way out here is an area that is growing rapidly. It's kind of Sun City, Tucson area, Rancho Vistoso. This whole area is growing so rapidly. And so I'm not sure how much longer this will be around. Hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed. It'll be around for a few more years. It's a beautiful area to come out to. There's a ridgeline loop trailhead if you come out Edwin Road. Let me switch to satellite. That'll look a little better. Go. There's the road right there, Edwin Road. There's the solar farm. If you keep going on Edwin Road, it'll eventually take you out to the ridgeline loop MTB trailhead. That's way out there. Probably about another 2 miles past the solar farm. But it goes quickly. And this is the area that I'm focusing on right here where there's a lot of dispersed camping. Now, I'm assuming if you wanted to go back farther, you probably could. But it's probably all state trust land. So you're going to want to make sure you have that state trust permit just in case sheriff comes out here and starts checking for permits. You want to make sure you have that. It's $20 for a family permit. You can also get an individual permit for $15, and that's good for 1 year and 14 nights stay. That's the rules as far as I know, so check online so you can get updated on those, but state trust rules haven't changed for a while, so they're all kind of the same. But this is all state trust land. And some of this right here that's being used for the solar farm was also state trust land, but the state sold this off so they could use that to build a solar farm out there. There's an old airstrip up here. Here's the where the ranch is. Let me zoom in again. This is actually where the old Rail X Ranch is right here. It's not showing up under Google Maps, but this little road right here is Rail X Road. So they call this whole area Rail X Ranch. I call it Edwin Road, but it's the same. And there's another ranch up here, there's an old airstrip. So there's a lot of things to see. If you come out here with an ATV, you can do a lot of exploring, which is kind of cool. But then another neat thing is you're really close to town. It's really not that far back into Catalina, and there's little stores in here if you need some things. There's a gas station. They just built a new gas station right here. I think this is called a Marathon. It's not showing up under Marathon, but there is a new gas station right here, a Marathon Gas, and I think it's right in this area. But it's, Google doesn't always keep up with some of the newer stuff that's been built. But there is a little gas station here, a couple little restaurants you can go eat. There's a couple of them actually. There's an Arby's right there. So you're close to things in town. One little correction. I think I said the population of Catalina was around 3,500, 4,000. It's actually, according to Google here, 7,025. Like I said, it's growing rapidly. Let me zoom in and show you something. I wanted to make sure I show this to everybody in case you decide you want to come out here. If you're coming to this area and you're coming north, you're going north on 77 from Tucson, and you're in the northbound lane, then this little intersection right here is kind of tricky, especially if you're towing a trailer. If you're towing a trailer, you may want to go up and make a turnaround, or go up into Eagle Crest Ranch Road and do a little U-turn somewhere and approach it from a different angle, because that turn right there is kind of sharp. If you're in a van or like I was in a truck, it's not a problem at all. Now, some people might be able to do it, but I've heard stories of people with long trailers having a rough time getting that turn right there, because you got to turn that turn, then you got to turn back in here. So just a little bit of heads up there in case you've come out this way and you're towing a trailer. I found that out because I was on Campendium. And speaking of Campendium, let me go over there and show you how I found this. I was doing a little search on places around Arizona, and Campendium has a lot of, I like Campendium. It's part of you can get it now as part of a membership with the Road Trippers thing. So there is a fee now, I believe, just to try it, but you can get like a free trial of it, but it's very, very helpful. So I was looking around Catalina, and I knew at one time I saw this out here, Rail X Ranch Dispersed Camping. If you click on that, it'll give you some information. And what I like is it gives you a lot of like reviews and stuff. There's photos, people take photos and stuff. There's even reviews that people leave. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah, there's a couple of reviews. Now, funny, it got 3 stars, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a pretty nice area myself. Now, some people did complain about the turn off right there. And some people complained about people looking like they set up residence. I understand that completely. Decent boondock location. The best time of year to stay out here is between October, November through April. It starts to warm up in April and May, and it might get a little bit warm for people. Summertime, it's warm out here, so you probably want to go in the mountains somewhere if you're going to do some boondocking. But it is a little bit cooler out here. I was just trying to see what other. Okay, somewhere in here I read about the turnoff, and you're welcome to go on here and check some of these reviews out. But like I said, there's the. Let me back up here. There are pictures and stuff that people take that show some photos that they've taken and stuff. So it's really helpful, and if you have Campendium and use that. But just remember, Catalina is north of Tucson. It will be a little bit cooler out here because you're away from town. So if whatever Tucson's temperature is, you can probably count on about 4 degrees, 5 degrees cooler out in this area, out in Catalina, because it's a little higher than Tucson, and it's also a little cooler. And let me see, just for fun here, I'm going to go up this map here. There's Oracle Junction right there. That's the way you want to go to, if you want to go to Florence. And if you keep going around the horn here, look at all the new Saddlebrook, and that's all new, just built in the last 20 years. My goodness. Somewhere out here, there it is, the biosphere. If you get out here and you've got some time, come check the biosphere out. It's kind of cool. They were building that when I was teaching out here in the 80s, 85, 86, 87. They hadn't quite built it yet, but they were just getting started. And nobody knew exactly what they were doing. It's all kind of hush-hush. This used to be a U of A study center where they were doing studies and stuff out here, ranching, farming studies. And it was it was owned by the University of Arizona. Then they sold it to the company that bought it and built the biosphere. And then I think the U of A bought it back later. It's gone through a couple different hands, transactions and stuff, but it is really kind of a cool thing to see. That's the one that they built a few years back to test if they could close some people up inside there for a year so they could learn how to live on Mars. Okay, maybe that'll ring a bell for some of you. And there's a little road that comes out here. You can get tickets and stuff at the door when you can drive out the road here. The road's pretty easy to get to, and just kind of a neat thing to think of. I just happened to think of that. There's also stuff in Tucson. I'm going to go back down here to Catalina. There's also some things out in Tucson to go see. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found this helpful. Like I said before, go to the Arizona State Trust Land Permit. You're going to go to Google, type Arizona State Trust Land Permit, just like that. Oops, not permit, permit. And then you'll find it right there under applications and permits. And then you want to look for the state land use permit. Family record, there it is. There's a bunch of them there. There's an individual permit and the family permit. Some of these other permits are for doing different things, commercial permits and stuff, but this is the one you want. And then you're going to make sure you read all this about family permits, $20, individual permit, $15. You can get a small group permit, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff to read. You have to agree and then pay. And I think there's a $1 fee for doing it online, but that's good for a year. Once you get your permit and pay for it, they'll send you a little certificate through email. Actually, you'll get it right on here on the webpage, and I would copy that and put it on your phone so you have it handy. That shows that you paid your permit for the year in case somebody shows up. All right? Have a great day. Catch you later, guys. Hope you found this helpful. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.